Okay, so that we have done algebraic fractions, addition and subtraction, now we can move on to multiplication and division. So firstly, let's have a look at multiplication and division of regular fractions. So let's say if we have 1 over 2 times 3 over 4, we end up with the numerator times numerator, the denominator times denominator. So we have 3 over 8. Division, well, it follows the old maxim. There really is no division. It's only the multiplication of reciprocal. So we have 1 over 2 divided by 3 over 4. So we convert it into multiplication of a reciprocal. So 1 over 2 times the reciprocal of 3 over 4, which is 4 over 3. And in this case, we do multiplication as per usual. So 1 times 4, 2 times 3 gives us 4 over 6, which, as you can see, there is a common denominator of 2. Sorry, a common factor of 2. So we have 2 here, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we have 2, 3. Now, sometimes we can simplify the algebraic expressions even before we do anything, even before we perform any of the operations, really. So if we have 3 over 5 divided by, say, 3 over 10, firstly, we can convert them into multiplication. So we have 3 over 5 times 10 over 3. Now, the largest common factor between 3 and 3 is obviously 3. So we have 3 times divided by 3 gives 1, 3 divided by 3 gives 1. And the largest common factor between 5 and 10 is 5. So 5 divided by 5 gives us 1. 10 divided by 5 gives us 2. In this case, we have 1 times 2 over 1 times 1, which gives us 2. Well, multiplication and division of algebraic fractions follow exactly the same steps. So let's see this one. 2 over a times 5 over b. Once again, it's exactly the same process. 2 times 5 gives us 10, and AB gives us AB. Really. Now, let's try something that requires a little bit of simplification. So if we have 5 over x times x over 10, the highest common factor between the two x's will obviously be x. So x divided by x gives us 1, x divided by x gives us, 1. And then the highest common factor between 5 and 10 is 5. So 5 divided by 5 gives us 1. 10 divided by 5 gives us 2. So in the end, we have a half. One more example. Let's say 3b over 2 times 4 over 5b. In this particular case, as you can see, the highest common factor between 3b and 5b is b. So we cancel out the b, we cancel out the b. And then the highest common factor between 2 and 4 is 2. So we have 2 divided by 2 gives us 1, 4 divided by 2 gives us 2. And in the end, we have 3 times 2 and 1 times 5, which gives us 6 over 5. Division just followed very similar steps. So we have, say, AB over 2 divided by B over 5. So once again, we change the multiplication first. So we have AB over 2 times 5 over B. Now, as you can see, the common factor here between AB and B is B. So we cancel it out to 1, cancel this to 1. There's no common factor between 2 and 5. So we end up with 5a over 2. Similarly, say 8a over 3b if we divide it by 2a over b. So once again, we convert it into multiplication, which becomes 8a over 3b multiplied by b over 2a. And here we can see the common factor between 8a and 2a is 2a. So 8a divided by 2a gives us 4, and 2a divided by 2a gives us 1. Well, here the common factor between 3b and b is obviously b. So b gives us 1, b divided by b gives us 1. So in the end, we have a 3 here, and a 4 here. So we end up with 4 over 3. Now, next one, slightly more complicated. If we have 2a over 3b and multiplied by b over 4c and divided by 10a over 9c. Of course, we can do this in stages. So firstly, notice here that 2a and 4c, the common factor is 2. So we remove 2 and remove 4. Here the common factor is b, so we can remove b here and b here. So we end up with a over 8 times 1 over 3 times 2c. And what we can do here is that we can turn it upside down. So we change it to reciprocal, multiply by 9c over 10a. So in this case, as you can see, the common factors between a here and 10a is a. So we can remove a, and we can remove a here. Same time, 3 here and 9c here. The common factor is obviously 3. So we cancel out 3. And 9 divided by 3 gives us 3c. So there's one more. As you can see, there's a c here and there's a c here. So the common factor is c, and we can cancel them both. So in the end, we have 1 times 3 over 2 times 10, which gives us 3 over 20. So there you go, multiplication and division of algebraic fractions.